The main principles of Dhamma contemplation that various teachers practice and teach are form, rupa, and feeling, vedana. These two are very big topics. Contemplate form and contemplate feeling. Contemplate the impermanence of forms external to you and your own internal form. What were the forms of the past like? What are the forms of the present like? What will the forms of the future be like? That is, contemplate such that you thoroughly know all three periods. Take yourself, for example. What was your physical form like in the past? What is it like in the present? In the future, 10 years or 50 years from now, what will it be like? You must infer the future of this physical form using the principles of the truth. See, wisdom, paññā, depends on both the future and the past as foundations that mutually support one another. It isn't like meditating, samadhi. Meditating only allows for one thing. That is, paccupannanca yo dhammang. Have the mind, citta, only dwell in the present. Do not think of anything at all. Solely think of one of the preparatory phrases, parikama, and that will be enough. This is meditation, samadhi. It is not like paññā. Paññā requires the past. Paññā is also the present, but it is the present in terms of this lifetime. You recollect the past. What was that like? Take what you remember and contemplate it. Draw comparisons to see how your body in the past and present differ. They are different. They differ in size and stature. They differ in pain and sickness. You can infer the future. Another 10 or 20 years from now, what will your body be like? You can infer that it will be like that it will age like this, and so on. It wouldn't be wrong. It is like those who have already aged that are older than you. That person is 50 years old and their body is like this. Once you are 50 years old as well, will you be like them? You'd be the same. There would be no difference. The pain and sickness and discomfort would be the same. If these types of things were to arise, you would be just like them. If you or that person were 80 years old, would you be the same? You'd be entirely the same. Although the future has not yet arrived, you can infer what it would be like to be 80 years old. This is contemplating by inferring the future. It is inferring in accordance with the principles of reality. The topic of death is the same way. At this moment, you aren't dead yet, but you can contemplate and you can infer. Contemplate by inferring. That is, infer in accordance with the principles of reality. If someone dies, or if you die, can you take the money and piles of belongings in your house with you? No, you can't. It is the same as it was for those who have already died. No one can take money and belongings with them after they have died. It is the same for everyone. Once you die, what happens to this body of yours? The same as that which happened to those who have already died. Suppose someone who has died is discarded in the cemetery and is not cremated. What happens to the body? It rots, decays, and disintegrates back into the ground as normal. Crows, pigs, dogs, flies, and worms come and eat it, as is normal. Your body is the same. Once you have died, it will be the same way. There is nothing that truly belongs to us. See, you can infer the future. You must die and be entirely the same way. Without consciousness, vijnana, we are all the same. All there is decaying and disintegrating into earth, water, wind, and fire. As for the body, whether it belonged to someone who was rich or poor, a wealthy person, a merchant, or what have you, once dead and no longer breathing, the condition of that body is the same for everyone. That is, the three common characteristics, dailakkhana. This is contemplating form. If you use wisdom to contemplate just form on its own, you can contemplate it all day and night without end. A true practitioner of mental development can contemplate form on its own, and a month later or a year later, it wouldn't be over. This is because you are using wisdom to analyze the parts of the body. You should listen to the rationale for using wisdom. You must use wisdom to analyze it. Don't expect other kinds of wisdom. Use the wisdom that you already have to analyze it until it is refined. At first, it is rudimentary, but later on, it will become more and more refined after your wisdom has come to know more clearly. It is like learning to dance. You watch others dance, and it is as if you know how to dance. But if you have never danced before and go on stage, it won't be as beautiful as their dancing because you have never trained. Likewise, your wisdom, paññā, is the same way. If you listen to teachers preach, it seems like you know how to contemplate because you know the path. But if you haven't contemplated at all, that won't do. You have to practice contemplating. Contemplate often, and one day you will become accustomed to it. You will become proficient at contemplating. This is a Dhamma method for contemplating form. Another term for it is Kāyanupassana Satipatthana. It is similarly contemplating the body. Contemplating the body and contemplating form is the same thing. You must know how to separate the various parts of the body and see that they are like such and such. I have provided you with this Dhamma method, ubaya, so that you can use wisdom to contemplate form.